Now line number 3. And the fat worm waiting on a dawn bright lawn. What is meant by fat worm? What is the food for the birds? Worm. So, for the free bird, food is what? Waiting. Is it? Food is waiting to be eaten. And for cage bird, they have to pray for food, they have to search for food, they have to almost die for food. When the food is kept available or keep on waiting to be eaten, dawn, the time just before morning, or you can say sunrise. As the sun rises after a peaceful sleep, what they get? Delicious food. That is, they don't have to fight for food, don't have to search for food. Instead, food is kept waiting for food. So there you write down. For the free bird, food is free. For the cage bird, food is free. Free bird, okay. As it wakes up from a peaceful sleep, he finds the, yes, after this class? As it wakes up from a peaceful sleep, he finds the resources kept ready for him. He finds the resources kept ready for him. Full stop. Okay, over. That means he does not have to fight or search for anything. Then what it is written in the next line? Someone read loudly. And he names the sky his own. He is so free, he is so confident, and he is enjoying so much of freedom that he can claim. That means he can say what? This entire sky is his. He dominates the entire sky. Okay? Over. Stanza, which one? 5. Eventually the last one, because one more is there that is same as third stanza. Is it? And in this stanza, this is the second last, so you can call it penultimate stanza. Last one is called ultimate, second last is always called penultimate. P-E-N-U-L-T-I-M-A-T. If it is a new word, kindly write down. If you have not heard before, do write down. Penultimate. Second last line, second last stanza, second last thing is called penultimate. The last one is called ultimate. Okay. Next. But a cage bird stands on the grave of dreams. Where does the cage bird stand? Grave of dreams. Write down his dream for freedom. Dream for freedom is long day, and after death, where do the things go? Grave. Is long day and under the grave. That means these beings are what? Alive or not alive? Or not alive. His shadows, next line, written. His shadows shout on a nightmare scream. When it is written shadow, write down fake, F-A-K-E, self, S-E-L-F. When it is written shouts, write down cries, C-R-I-S, cries. On the nightmare scream, scream means what? When people cry out of pain, that is called what? Scream. And nightmare, you all know, there is a bad dream called nightmare. So write down for that very line, the cage guard has lost his identity. Full stop. He is no more a bird, but the shadow of a bird. Is it correct or wrong? He cannot fly only. So what type of bird he is? He is the shadow of a bird. Full stop. Finding the situation, after full stop, finding the situation hopeless and helpless. Hopeless and helpless, the caged bird feels frustrated. The caged bird feels frustrated. Full stop. His nights are nightmares. That means sleeping is also not peaceful. His nights are nightmares. And so often he cries out. So often he cries out after having painful nightmares. Full stop. One more line. His life itself is a nightmare. His life itself is a nightmare. Over. I never taught a poem so fast in my entire teaching life. His wings are clipped and feet are tied, so he opens his throat to sing. His feet are tied, entangled. Wings are propped. So what can he do? He can only sing and shout and cry. Nothing else is left for him. Last stanza, as you can see, it is the repetition of the third stanza. Is it? Check it out. Repetition of the third stanza. And it is written, The cage bird sings with a fearful trill. So, there is no such symbolic meaning of this one. There is no deep explanation required for this one. Question may come, why is the stanza repeated? And there is only one fixed answer, to emphasis or to give importance to the pain that the cage bird suffers. So write down, the third stanza is repeated in 6th. To do what? To elevate, E-L-E-V-A-T-E, pain of the which bird? Cage bird. Over. This is the end of the poem. Completion is far away. We need questions. This poem looks very hard, except that 5th stanza, the poem is entirely easy. 5th stanza, 2 lines only. Clear? The grave of dreams. And fortunately or unfortunately, whenever question comes, it comes explain the word or explain the line grave of dreams. That one will surely come. Nightmare scheme will not come, but grave of dreams comes. Let us write few questions which are associated with the poem. Write down. There will be minimum of 10 to 15 questions. So it is better to use copy or a page than to write on the book. Who represents the cage bird and the free bird respectively? Cage bird and the free bird respectively. Written. Question number 2. What is freedom? Question mark. How is it carved? C-U-R-B-E-D. How is it carved? C-U-R-B-E-D. In case of a caged bird. Next, what is the background of this poem? What is the background of this poem? Next question. Keep it in mind. These are certain works. Today, one thing I'll do. The homework that was given last time will now not check. Okay. So I'll return your copies today. Clear? I'll return your copies today. I'm supposed to check. If I get the time, I'll check for you. I'll return your papers. Monitor will meet me later. Okay. Sit down. And this answer you should try to write during this course of time. Okay. Next question. Write down. How can a free bird claim authority over the entire sky? Claim authority over the entire sky. Done? Next one. Question number 5. Write down. Why does a cage bird sing? Why does a cage bird sing? Next question. What happens? What happens when the song reaches a distant hill? What happens when the song reaches a distant hill? Next. Question number 11. 7. Write down. Prove that the free bird is utterly connected to the nature, to the elements of nature. Prove that the free bird is utterly, U-T-T-E-R-L-Y, utterly connected to the elements of nature. Written? Next, write down. Do you feel pity for the cage bird? Question mark. Pity, P-I-T-Y, for the cage bird. Why? Oblique, why not? Why oblique, why not? If you feel yes, I feel sympathetic, then write why. If you don't feel sympathetic, that also you write why. Next, question number 9. Write down. What is meant by, within quote, grave of dreams? What is meant by grave of dreams and shadows shout? Both the words are written in your book. Kindly have a look at those. Written? Next. Question number 10. Why is the last stanza repeated? Why is the last stanza repeated? Okay? Over. Now, if you look at the poem, figures of speech, have a look at the poem and search for alliteration. Search for the alliteration. Search for the use of alliteration. Okay?